Since 2016, I've prepared more than 5,000 green card holders to pass US naturalization interview and to become US citizen. All of them were nervous and afraid to go to immigration office. In this video, we'll build confidence and reduce stress for your US naturalization interview. Guys, I will share with you how I help my students to overcome the stress before the interview, so you can do the same. My name is Ina. I'm a PhD professor and the head of Immigration School Our America. First of all, it is completely normal to feel stress before going to USCIS immigration office for your naturalization interview. It is the final steps in the immigration in the United States, and once you pass it, your life changes forever. Now, your long immigration is finally behind you and you are an American citizen. Here is what we are going to do. I'm going to ask you 9 questions that I ask all my students before they go to pass the naturalization interview. Your answers to these questions will help you overcome stress. Also, if you are preparing for naturalization interview and already feel stressed, these questions will help you too. If you are so afraid to even make a decision to go ahead and apply for citizenship, watch please this video. I promise you I will help you. So let's get started. Please listen carefully to the questions. Then I give you a little bit to think about your answers. And after that, please listen to my alternative opinion. First question, do you recognize what exactly it is that you are afraid of? What brings you stress? What brings you anxiety and discomfort? Friends, let's figure it out together. In fact, most people get stressed by the event itself, by the date itself, when they see that, for example, I have an interview on February 1st at 10 a.m. in the morning. And at that moment, you start to worry in your head. We don't quite realize that this event, it's in the future. And you start imagining different scenarios of what is going to be like. And you go through scene after scene, and in your head, you only go through negative scenarios, only the worst possible results. So let's change the focus now, okay? Let's change how we imagine the situation, and let's work with ourselves. It's very important. Let's think about this, friends. Going to USCIS itself, it's already just a formality. In America, when you always go to the hospital or you go to the store, really, you are asked a lot of questions in English, right? So you try to answer those questions. Even if you don't understand everything, that's okay. You are there to achieve a certain result, right? So here, guys, USCIS is the same organization, and there are regular people working over there, and they are called immigration officers. These people are doing their jobs. Their job is to ask you a question. What's your job? Your job is to answer those questions, right? So when we think about it like that, let's come to the conclusion. I calmly go to USCIS. I answer the questions that the immigration officer asks me. Why am I worried? The fear of the future is that you will have an interview We take away this fear of tomorrow with the actions of today, in the present moment. Say it to yourself, I understand all the requirements. I prepare to answer all my questions. I collect all the documents. I spend my time preparing well myself. And I stop imagining these scenarios where I go there and I don't understand the questions. I will prepare today and pass the interview in the future. Question number 2. Why do you feel stressed about the citizenship interview? Answer. Guys, you may actually say to yourself, my English is not good. I never passed tests or interviews in the English language before. What if I don't understand or I don't hear what the immigration officer says on the interview? There can be a million of these scenarios in your head at the same time. So now let's think a little bit. Let's change the focus a little bit because I want to help you. Look, each of you who are now preparing for citizenship interview have studied at school, right? Got some license, went to technical schools, institute, or universities. We all were constantly taking exams. We were constantly writing tests, and all people, all students lived from one exam to the next. Of course, we were stressed about these exams, right? And we were thinking how not to fail, how to get best possible results. Guys, can you tell yourself, I've just had so many trials and tests already in my life. I managed it and I was able to handle it. You will certainly go through this phase in your life. Why? Because you've done it before. And what does it matter now? In what language it will be? Question number 3. Why do you feel overwhelmed? Why does it seem that everything is coming at you at once and the citizenship interview is more than you can handle? Guys, let's do it together. I think you realize that when you are stressed out, these are the kind of thoughts that comes naturally. When a person is afraid, he shrinks. All vessels shrink. And that's why almost everybody starts to have headaches when they feel stressed. When we are afraid, we pull our head into our shoulders as we shrink. Every time I go to class, of course, I try to support my students. Now, I want to support you guys. I always say, just when you feel you are panicking, don't feed your panic. Don't make it bigger. Take your 4man400 application for naturalization and study. When you feel uncomfortable, take these civics questions and repeat them. As soon as you think, God, why did I get myself into this moment? To that, go to the mirror and say to yourself, any person in the world would want an American passport. What's in it for me? I want to live in this country. Imagine the Atlantic Ocean right now. Can you imagine it? Imagine, please, huge mountains. And imagine, please, infinite sky. When you raise your head and you look in the sky, into the sky, who is bigger? Guys, you should say now, I am bigger. I am bigger because I'm a human. I'm bigger because Christopher Columbus once said, I will cross the ocean. He broke away from the shores and sailed across the ocean, and he discovered America. He did it. Do you know who is Edmund Hillary? He was the first person who climbed the mountain Everest, he didn't just look at Everest, he conquered it. So he's the same person as you and me. He has the same head, the same hands, the same feet. We all admire Elon Musk, right? And his company SpaceX, don't we? He sent a spaceship and brought it back to the Earth. I mean, he conquered space by bringing a spaceship back to the Earth. Friends, all these people we are talking about now, they are not smarter than you or me. They are not luckier. They are humans, just like us. If someone was able to do that, you can pass the US naturalization interview. So let's calmly tell ourselves that when I want something, when my life depends on it, I will get it by any means necessary. I will get it 100%. I will do everything I can to make it happen. Question 4. How much do your worries get in the way of your preparation for your interview? Guys, on a scale from 0, your fear doesn't get in the way at all, to 10, it paralyzes you and you can't prepare. Answer to yourself honestly, 0 or 10. Are you somewhere in the middle? Fear and stress takes your productive energy. Where we should think logically. If you are afraid of something, you know better than I do that you are not living your life at all. When you are afraid of something, you are stressed about it. You put all your focus into that, right? You will lose if you do that. You will lose because your power, your energy, your emotions, they are focused not on solving your issues, not on helping you. You're wasting yourself, guys. Your strength not to help your family, not to help your children, yourself. You are draining yourself and these emotions. And of course, you cannot prepare for naturalization interview. Let's think about it together now. Let's think with our heads. Let us remember now, right now, for example, the face of your mom. Can you remember her face right now? Look, when she gave you your life, when she gave birth to you, you know very well that 100% that women's strength is used in childbirth to begin a new life. That takes all the resources. Your mom gave all her resources to give you a birth. At that moment of your birth, she was not worried. When the day of your birth came, she directed all her strength to you. And that is why now we are all miracles, right? You were born and you are on this earth now. Your mom did not panic. She did what the nature intended. She gave a birth to you for success, for you to have everything in this life. Let's remove all your thoughts, all your emotions that do not help you, guys. I always say to my students, does fear help? If yes, then please be afraid. But it doesn't help. Let's concentrate now on preparation. Question number 5. Why am I doing it? Why do I need US citizenship? Answer. Number 1. Do you agree that absolutely everything in this world is changing? I think so. Number 2. Do you agree that we can't predict, control, or manage all these changes? We can think of million examples right now, guys. No one could predict it. A war that's still going on today. You know, we can't influence anything in our life. Now imagine you happily fly back to the United States of America with your green card and gifts to your friends, to your family. Let's say you've been somewhere abroad or in your home country, and for whatever reason, at the airport, they turn you back and say, I'm sorry, entry in is temporarily closed. It's only for citizens of the United States of America. Are you a citizen? No. We are very sorry. You have to go home. So if you hear that at this moment and you are okay with this scenario and you can calmly take the return flight to the country, those passport you have in your pocket, then friends, really, why do you need this citizenship? Why do you need this stress? Why do you need this English? Why do you need to prove anything to anyone? Why do you go to USCIS? You don't need it, guys. Or let's put it in another way. You are living your life with a green card. Your renewal period comes up. You give it back. Let's say after 10 years, your green card expires. You apply for renewal and you are denied. It doesn't matter if it's for first or second or 10th reason, right? What difference does it make? What the reason is? Are you in control of the situation? No. Who are you in this country? Nobody. You've been rejected. That's the fact. Okay, forget it. And if you guys okay with that, you really don't need America, and America doesn't need you. And you don't need the naturalization process either. Friends, no doubt, I'm exaggerating right now to show to you a vivid picture to get your mind working. But if you are listening right now and you don't like what I'm saying, the answer is obvious. You need US citizenship. You need to go through the interview so that no one can stop you, because you are the one of them, not the outsider. Question 6. What are your future advantages if you pass the citizenship interview? Answer to me. And one more question, please. How sincerely do you love America? And how sincerely are you willing to contribute to the happiness and prosperity of this country, the United States of America? Answer to that. And I'll tell you, of course, US citizenship gives you a lot of opportunities. It is the most important document, the blue passport of the United States of America. It is the country where the laws work and the people have a voice. In a country where hasn't been a war in almost 200 years. Don't you agree? Yes, there have been hard times, but no invasions. And there is the most important thing. And what is the most important thing, guys? The most important thing is freedom. That's the word that defines America. Freedom has brought millions of immigrants from all over the world to the United States. Freedom gives everyone the opportunity to realize their God-given right to life and pursue happiness. Guys, you live in America. You must not be afraid to dream. No, the American phrase, go big or go home, Everything is absolutely in your hands. Question 7. Can you give up your life and your dreams? Tell me. Friends, if you want to listen to my opinion, definitely not. To give up is to let your life depend on a chance. You've heard it 100 times. Never give up. Never give up. Why? Because if you give up, you show yourself that you are not for yourself. And if you are not fighting for yourself, who will do that? You must train confidence so that your strength becomes the norm. If you give up once, you will start giving up again and again and again. Friends, don't give up on yourself. Choose yourself. You're worthy of your successes. Question 8. Is there another person in your life who depends on you passing the interview and becoming a US citizen? Dear friends, 100% there is one person. There certainly is. And that person is you. You personally protect yourself with this document. You become a citizen of the United States of America with all bonuses, with all benefits that are entitled to an American who were born in this country and who lived in this country. Guys, you will become an equal. You will live in the land. You're now equal to a person who was born here. Isn't that unique to the Constitution of the United States of America? I think it is. And no matter what category you get your green card under, citizenship will always add to your benefits. For example, if you got a green card by family unification, becoming a citizen makes your whole family happy. They are happy that you are also a citizen. If you got your green card by marriage, then guys, you becoming a citizen, you become equal to your partner, your spouse. He is US citizen or she is US citizen. This is important for the family. And if you win a green card in the lottery, your children become citizens with you and you can unite your family. If you got your green card through business, you're already living in the land of capitalism, where everything is open to your growth. You can make any kind of money here because the country supports the business. And if you got your green card by political asylum or religious asylum, think the country has given you freedom and protection. You can live without fear and you are free in your political or religious freedom, in your beliefs, and you are no longer persecuted by anyone, and you can thank this country for the opportunity to live and work. So friends, gaining citizenship is a huge bonus for both of you and your loved ones. Question 9. Who does the outcome of my interview depend on? Answer. Guys, you may want to say that the result does not depend on you, but on the immigration officer, on chance, on circumstances. But that's not true. I've been seeing people go through citizenship interviews every day for the last 10 years. Believe me, the result depends only on you. Luck can play a role, but it is minimal if you're well prepared. From my experience, people who consciously prepare all these paths, how they know what to study, they find the right resources, materials, they practice, they seek help if they need it. They realize that an interview is a serious event and they prepare all the answers and documents in advance. This means they will act confidently and answer clearly in actual interview. That's why the only right choice is to do everything possible for your preparation. Thank you so much for taking the time to conquer your fears and strengthen your motivations. I know you can do it, guys. If you know someone who is now preparing for US citizenship interview, worried and anxious, please, guys, share this video with them. And when you pass the interview and become a citizen of the United States of America, write about it. It will be a great joy for me and for our school to see you win. Subscribe, please, to the channel and stay updated with the latest video tutorials to prepare and pass your US naturalization interview. Guys, take care and good luck to you all.